everyone, today is the 21st of August and we just got released 2 new creator kits for The Sims 4. One kit is called Essential Glam and it's made by Cryptic Sim, and the second kit is called Grange Mudroom and it's made by Peacemaker. Both of these creators do create custom content for The Sims 4, so you may be familiar with those names. This video is a mini review about the Grange Mudroom kit by Peacemaker, but if you want to watch a mini review of Essential Glam Kit by Cryptic Sim, you can watch another video which is right now live on my channel. We are in a Willow Creek on a lot and I put out all of the items that we got today with this Grange Mudroom kit by Peacemaker. So now you can see, I'm gonna get rid of the grid, how it all looks like. We have 2 different types of wallpapers and they have different color swatches. You can see them all here. So it's plenty of them. This is one of the wallpaper. This is a second style of wallpaper. It depends on your preference, what you like. I can see myself probably use better this style of the wallpaper, but you can definitely combine them together. The color swatches do match each other. So you can create multiple variations. You can see we have one set of floor tiles. And I'm saying tiles because if you can imagine mudroom, you would probably have something which is easy to clean. So again, we have matching colors for these floor tiles with the wallpapers. I didn't match them the best, but it is how it is. We have 25 different items in this kit. First, I'm gonna talk about the items which you can place on the wall or by the wall. So you have this kind of cupboard and this shelving, which you can put them together and they look seamless. Thanks God. Not like the disaster with Enchanted by Nature patterns, but you wouldn't expect anything less from custom content creators. I separated them so you can see those are 2 individual items or 2 different pieces, and you can move them on the wall so you can customize it as much as you want. Probably not as much as you want because this can't sit on each other. It's not the right height, but I think that you can do it like this. So it's not gonna be completely on the ground. However, if I put it like that, okay, it doesn't match like this, but probably if you hold Alt and sit it directly on the top of it, you can definitely do that too. It's just the slotting is not exactly on the ground, but that's not the biggest issue. We can play around with that. So I'm gonna place it back where it was. We have this bottom piece, which you can use for a storage. I mean, it's not functional, but it is a storage. We have a mirror, which looks quite nice and pretty. We have this set of matching hooks. Again, if I will put them next to each other, you can extend it. However, you can see the seam here. It's not a big problem because it's not a big piece of furniture. It would be nicer if there was no seam, but on the other hand, if it's separated, you can kind of see those seams anyway there. So that's probably how it was intended. Another piece which we have on the wall, and again, you can be very creative with this kit because this is all just about you, how you match things together. We have a light here which is called From the Stable to the Home Sconce. And yes, it does look almost like you could use it outside as well as inside. Very cottage-like. And here we have 2 big pieces of furniture which you can again combine next to each other. So it's gonna look like it belongs together, but I separated them so you can see its individual item. Obviously you can place multiple of them next to each other, so it's just based on what you want to create. So let's talk about the furniture which came with this kit, and it is a kit so you can't expect much. But we have this bench and then we have this hallway table which almost looks like a bench, but your Sims will not be able to sit on that. It's a little bit too tall for that. So again, you can combine them together like this. And we will probably try to create something which will look more like a hallway. But first, let's talk about the clutter items that we have here. you can see this tiny little plant, which I love because I feel like we don't have enough of small clutter items, especially plants. Like, we do have a lot of plants generally in the game if you have a lot of content, but I think that I'm up to any kind of clutter items which are cute little plants. Here we have a vase with hydrangea, which is one of my favorite flowers. So that's another clutter item. Here we do have a sort of a letter pile of mail. So that's cute because I don't think that I have much of a clutter which looks like that. We have some keys and sunglasses here. Shoes, so some Skechers here. And we have some gum boots. We have this little basket which is called Hideaway. That clutter basket. I think that's something that most of us have at home. One frame which is saying the magic word shoe frame, so I think that if you place this down you will be able to set if your Sims should take their shoes off. I did just try that, it's not working, so it's just a clutter item. And here we have a bag. I don't have anything like that, I believe. I don't buy kits generally because I don't think most of them are good value. But I'm from the country where we have hallways which have a lot of furniture and storage. So I was just thinking, to be more realistic for some builds that I want to create, I would love to have some more items for the mudroom. Or not necessarily for the mudroom, but you can definitely use this for hallways. That's the reason why I bought this kit, and I'm happy about the clutter items. And we have a rug here, which is big size, but again, with the bracket keys, we can size it down or even up if you want to. However, usually if you size it up too much, it doesn't look good because of the texture. But yeah, we have a rug. So these items are part of the kit. And of course, all of these objects have different color swatches. So let's go quickly through them. I am a big fan of the green one, which you probably already saw if you saw any news about this kit, because they used this on a promotion picture. So this kind of dark green is gorgeous. Look at that. The color swatches match obviously each other with the bench and with the rest of the furniture, so you have the idea. But we have also color swatches for these little clutter items. So again, quite a lot of variation. We have even color swatches for this clutter pile of letters. And for the sunglasses too. For the sneakers and boots. And for the basket as well. To hide away our clutter. We have also, okay, different colors and different images here. And also for the handbag. So you can get creative with the matches of the color. And for this rug, we have also again matching colors. You can see there are 10 different color swatches for most of the items. So it matches all together very well. And again, just you can make sure that you can change color swatches of all of these individual items here. And it also changes the accessory which is hanging on the racks. Different colored mirror, different color of these items, and also for the light. And again, for all of the big furniture, same color swatches to match each other. All right, I tried to make something really quickly. It's probably not perfect. I could definitely spend more time creating the mudroom, but I wanted to show you every item which you have if you will buy this kit. I chose the yellow color because I didn't want to copy the green one that I really love. You could definitely use much more of a clutter from other stuff that we have already in the game, but I wanted to include only items from this kit. The door and the window is not part of that. It's just something to give you the illusion to enter the room. If you look around, I incorporated everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. You can also see here, when I click on this, it works like a wardrobe. So you can change your Sim's outfit and it's functional. So have a look and imagine what you can create with this. And of course, I am limiting this to kit items, but you can combine it very well with other furniture that we already have in the game. So you can add some shelves, you can add more clutter, as I said before. You can definitely make it super cozy. And if you will use move objects on, you can definitely slide something under this bench as well. I'm not sure if that would be functional, because sometimes that restricts the access to the item, but if you will use it for a decorative purpose only, it should work together. But as I said, it may restrict the item to be able to sit on it. So you would have to test it yourself in the game. I did a size down these, so it makes it look like one smaller size than another. And I think that's a little fun detail that you can also create yourself, but normally the size would be like that. So that's just to demonstrate you that you can definitely customize it a bit yourself with the bracket keys. And I did use this as a shoe rack, but it's a cupboard. But you can slide it all the way down to the ground, so it can be a cupboard or it can be used for storage for shoes. And we have also the light which came with this kit. I think that all of these items are pretty neat and I quite like it. I heard from some of you that you prefer to buy kits over the expansion packs, which are very expensive. Of course, $40 versus $5 kit. Some people can't really afford that, and if you want extra content for your game, kits can be quite good to go for some of you. I said that many times before, I'm not a big fan of kits. So I personally am still limiting myself buying these, but because this is a creator kit, I love to support someone else who is creating for The Sims. I buy everything myself, just to let you know. I'm not partnered with EA, so this is definitely my honest opinion related to all the content coming for The Sims. And I like to support creators because I think they generally do better job than if you get kit which is purely released by the team of The Sims 4. However, I have to admit that the last 3 kits that they released, I was considering buying. I didn't buy them yet. I may buy in the future some of them, but for now, I am still restricting myself. But one more time, as I said, this is something which we don't really have in the game. So I quite like all of these items, and because I'm a builder myself, or at least I consider myself a builder, I spend most of the time building if I actually play the game. So I really like all of these objects. But I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think about this kit? Are you buying them? Are you not buying them? Let me know in the comment section below, please. If you will buy this kit, please consider to use creator code Peacemaker. I'm also linking Patreon of Peacemaker to the description. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. I hope that you will like this video, and also if you are interested, you should watch my mini review of Essential Glam Kit by Cryptic Sim, which is currently live on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I will see you in some of my next videos. Bye!